Are you ready to mobilize your staff in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic? Hey, if you're anxious, then you're not prepared. In this video, I will talk about what you should do to prepare your staff for working remote. It's time to talk about COVID-19 in 2020, so let's go. Okay, so there's been a lot of discussion and changes that has occurred throughout the world due to the latest virus. A lot of companies are opting for their staff to work from home or to close their doors altogether. But what should you do to prepare your staff for this? If you're new here and you just discovered my channel, my name is Janica and I'm here to help you navigate the HR space. So this video is packed with ideas, so grab a notepad, grab a pen, so you can be prepared as well as informed about mobilizing your staff. Please note that this will be an overall shift in thinking for the organization as well as for your managers, because a lot of managers struggle with this because they still believe they have to physically see their employees sitting at their desk to determine whether or not they're working. When in fact, studies have shown that productivity is higher with remote workers because there's less distractions, less stress, and the commute is a lot shorter. So let's talk about the tech side of the house. Here are some items you will need to consider prior to setting sail on the remote working ship. Assure your workers have access to a stable internet connection. If not, then your organization can offer a MiFi device or an access point so they can get connected. Consider furnishing laptops or desktop computers to your staff so you can assure that the antiviruses are updated amongst other secure programs that will be essential during this time. You'll know that the employee has a reliable computer, so you don't have to worry about reliability issues. A quick note, if you decide to issue laptops and other devices, keep track of those serial numbers so you can keep track of your inventory and account for everything. Okay, so I need for you to also think about revisiting your telecommuting and remote working policies for any gaps, so everyone is aware of the expectations while they are working from home, and set clear guidelines, because some managers will expect for their employees to be available 24/7, so you have to be very cautious with that. You have to establish boundaries. Next up, establish a secure way of transmitting data. This is a no-brainer, but if you're handling confidential and sensitive information like social security numbers, addresses, telephone numbers, you want to ensure that the data is being encrypted through services like AxCrypt, folder lock, BitLocker, and those are some of the popular choices. Hey, and don't forget to use some sort of multi-factor authentication or SSO, single sign-on solution. These are all things your IT department normally handles in most cases. But on a separate note, if you do not have a dedicated IT department and you're trying to figure things out on your own, companies like NordVPN, ExpressVPN, and Perimeter 81 are popular choices that will allow you to keep your team connected securely. Take this time also to give your staff a cybersecurity briefing, which can be done in the form of a quick tutorial video or a training session. They need to be informed of potential hacks, ransomware, and other security risk. Advise them to change their passwords and make them longer, like 30 or so characters is ideal, and tell them not to respond to any questionable messages from unfamiliar email addresses, especially from those that come from outside of the organization and even those that appear to be coming from within the organization. Also, remind the employees to keep their contact information updated, so if you need to communicate an emergency or anything like that, you will always have a way of contacting them. Okay, so are you writing all of this down? So you may be wondering, how am I supposed to keep track of what the employees are doing? Well, there's software for everything now. In fact, a lot of them are probably already included in your existing subscriptions. So when it comes to managing employee tasks, there's things like Asana, Quire, Jira, Airtable, Zoho projects, Wrike, and the list goes on and on. But those are just a few popular options, so it depends on what your needs really are. Also, when it comes to sharing files, there's a plethora of software products out there as well. So just to name a few, we can go with Lark, Box, Sharepoint, Flock, Amazon, Google Drive, and don't forget about MS Teams. Online meetings can be accomplished through WebEx, GoToMeeting, and Zoom, and even Google Hangouts. So, pulse check, are you feeling a little better about remote staff? At the end of the day, if you decide to mobilize your staff and it's the best option for being able to continue to conduct business, then by all means go for it and make it happen. So hey, what is your company doing to prepare your staff for working remote? Are you ready for working remote? Leave some comments below. So that's it for me in this video. If you like what you've heard, click subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.